If I told you a film about a half dog, half man hybrid handles the themes of generational trauma better than a film like It Ends With Us, you'd think I was lying to you. That's the world we live in 2025, I guess. So Dogman is based on the books by Dav Pilkey, who also wrote the Captain Underpants books. Now, I'm someone that grew up with those books. They were a big part of my childhood. I really, really enjoyed them. I loved the Fliporama thing, where you grab the corner of the page and flipped it back and forth with the next one. Fun, awesome, fun stuff going on. Now, Dogman was a little bit after my time. Of course, I had grown up by then. I'm 47 years old, so I had no idea really. I'd seen pictures of him, but I didn't know who he was. I'm treating him like a real person. I just realized, but I was aware of him. Didn't know anything else about him, though. So, the story is about a cop and his dog who fail to stop a bomb from going off. The bomb blows up, and it blows off the cop's head and the dog's body. And in an attempt to save both of them, they sew the dog's head onto the cop's body. This is something that I swear I'm not making up. And thus, Dogman is born. Meanwhile, Petey the cat intends to kill Dogman because of evil bad guy stuff. Doesn't really matter. Now, there's animated children's films that are made exclusively for kids, and there's ones that are made for families. You know, think of the difference between Despicable Me and something like Soul, I guess, or any Pixar film. And this is definitely more in the former, made more for kids camp, but there is still stuff in here for like adults as well. First off, I just want to say the animation style is just heavily stylized and wacky. It's heavily inspired by the art in the original books, which I'm assuming is similar to the Captain Underpants novels, having, you know, not read them, because it does remind me of Dav Pilkey's drawings and all of this. I imagine it looks like the books in motion. It does have that same sort of art style. I also get the sense that it was like designed to look like clay as well, so it really does stand out and become more vibrant and colorful. And there's just so many little visual gags. You know, every frame probably has some kind of joke that's hiding in there that you can pause the movie and, you know, you just go around searching for it. Of course, not all the gags work. There's some references that like only adults will get. Those are the things that I found kind of like cringy, because I didn't find it very particularly funny. And I don't think kids will understand it either. All of my favorite gags in the film are ones that are like really stupid. Like there's a guy carrying around a crate that says box of bees, and he knocks it over and a bunch of like foam bees, the letter B's fall out of it. Just dumb stuff like that. I think those are when the film is at its funniest, when it leads into the stupid. when the film becomes more stupid, it feels like your IQ is dropping. That's when I feel like the film is at its funniest. Also, this film is just incredibly fast-paced. You know, there's moments where characters talk so fast it can, you know, be hard to keep up. It sometimes makes His Girl Friday sound slow. But there is also a strong emotional core to this, you know, even though it is made more for, you know, to keep a young kid entertained, there is some really, really heavy themes in here. Like I said at the start, it's a film about generational abuse and generational trauma, and trying to break that cycle. You know, Petey the cat, who is played wonderfully by Pete Davidson in his role where he sounds the least high in, he creates a little clone of himself that is technically his son. He buys the machine in an attempt to like just fully clone himself as he is right now. He doesn't read the instructions of the machine, and it turns out he has to wait a full 18 years for the clone to grow up and, you know, become an adult. And it's through his interactions with his quote-unquote son, who has a very optimistic view of the world, that Petey becomes aware of his own trauma and his own upbringing of abuse and how that created the nihilistic, cynical person he is now. And it handles this in a very mature way. You know, there is these questions of, do our abusers deserve forgiveness? Can we overcome their abuse and be better despite it? What world do we want our children to live in? It's very complex. Of course, it has the silliness, but it can also really buckle down and let those emotional moments hit, which is kind of shocking for a film called Dogman. The film is more than just something you can throw on for your kid. It actually kind of teaches them something, which is always, you know, great. I'm really surprised how much I enjoyed this. I'm giving this 3.5 stars out of 5. But yeah, has anyone seen Dogman? Anyone in my core audience interested in this? If you have, let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Long live cinema.